season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bulls offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Bulls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Pulls it in, it's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Minnesota's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The give is to Taylor. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. Now, in recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week
1. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Oh, a lot of space. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Looking to pass, it's Roberson. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked out back at the 13. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bulls decide to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Taylor has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
At that time, the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Back to throw. It's Roberson. Quick completion on the out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's McMillan. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down. You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
To the air on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Roberson. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Morrow. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. And they'll haul down the return. returner to start us on the next drive. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They
wide open spaces. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Plows through the defense. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for it. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He's loose. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Grabbed in the middle, it's Snow. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run from the shotgun. That's a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Turner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He might want another play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. And they will score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Roberson using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Got a first down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The handoff keep working on that clock. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. Snags it over the middle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw. Positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Lindsey. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Trying to do it on the ground. And a short run there, and that'll end it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.